Alright guys, good morning or good afternoon, depending on when you are watching this video. I promise this is the last video lesson for the week. I won't, the judge did tell us that this trial won't extend past tomorrow, so I will be in the classroom on Thursday. So I'll catch you guys up and answer any questions you all have. But expect me on Thursday. So what I have today is not a new lesson. So if you've seen the videos, if you understand them, and even if you don't, I hope that this can help you out a little bit. So this is all from the old stuff. Okay, so everything that we covered on Monday and Tuesday in those videos, as well as Thursday in person. So you should have two sheets. Okay, this is front and back. Okay, so this I do want you to turn in, so I will pick this up. Well, the substitute will pick this up, and you should have two sheets. Okay, and so I tried to make this a little bit more fun than just doing a worksheet. So you also have a couple, you should have a second sheet that looks like this. Now here I have two riddles, and I'm going to show you how this thing works right here. These are all the answers, by the way, so there's no reason you shouldn't finish it. The answers are given to you. It's just you have to find the right one. So I'm going to show you how this works right here. So I'm going to put this off to the side just right now and come back to this worksheet. So I'm going to do a few of these here. So if I look at this first problem, it's asking me to describe the transformation. So again, guys, you all were doing pretty good on this on Thursday. So we're going to go through this again. Remember, this is that A, B, C, D thing. So this is my equation. A, f of bx plus c plus d. So, guys, just remember, anything happening within the parentheses has to do with B and C. And I did tell you to worry about those first. So, looking at this here, I see the parenthesis. It's right here. And I can see that I have a number in front of the x, so that is my b value. So what I'm looking at right here is b. I don't see a plus or minus over here, so I don't have a c value. I see a negative in front, so I don't really have an a value, but I do have a negative, so I'm going to go ahead and underline that. And nothing outside the parentheses, so I don't have d. So this is negative 1 f of 1/2 x plus c plus d. Remember, I didn't have a c or d value, so I'm just going to write them, okay? So if you look at your formula sheet, and I don't have mine in front of me, I first told you to deal with any horizontal movement, which is this right here. So what's happening here is, one, I am shrinking in the horizontal direction, okay, by 1/2. Okay, I am also, because I have a negative 1 for the a, that means I am reflecting across the x. So this is my answer right here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and continue here. I want to show you how that other sheet works, but let me do a couple of examples for you all. Okay, one of each that you see here. So this is from the Monday lesson, and this is find the inverse. So again, guys, if I do step 1, it's to write as y equals. So y is equal to cubed root of x minus 2. Then I'm going to switch. X is equal to cube root of y minus 2, and this is step 2, and then step 3 is to solve. So this was switch, and this was write as y equals. So solving, I'm going to add 2. I'm going to add 2. So this becomes x plus 2 equals cube root of y. And in order to get the cube root, I am going to cube this thing and cube the entire thing here. So this becomes y is equal to x plus 2 cubed. And one more time, guys, remember I need to write it as f negative 1x, but at the end. So this right here is my final answer. Okay. And one more example. Compositions, what you all saw yesterday. So this is the g on the outside, so g of h of 7. So what I'm doing here, guys, first let's find h of 7, and this is my input, and I'm going to plug it into the h equation first. So let's do that. H of 7 is equal to, so negative 4 multiplied by 7 plus 1. So negative 28 plus 1, which equals negative 27. Okay. Now, remember, this is h of 7. I still need to find the g of h of 7. So now this becomes my new input. So g of h of 7. So remember, I know this is my input now. So every time I see an x in the g equation, I'm going to plug in h of 7, which I already know is negative 27. So right here, negative 27 minus 2, which is negative 29. So my final answer here is this right here. Okay, so to go back to the other sheet, remember I did have a riddle here for y'all. The first riddle is this right here. I know a word of letters 3. Add 2 and fewer there will be. What word am I? So what I'm looking at here, this is the problem number, and if you look at what I did here, I answered problem number 1. Okay, so each one of these answers that you should be finding corresponds to a letter. So for answer number 1, the answer is shrink horizontally by 1/2, reflect across the x. So if I see this right here, shrink horizontally by 1/2, reflect across the x. So what I want to put in the answer box here is the letter F. So right here for number 1, I'm going to put the letter F. Okay, I also answered number 7, which is x plus 2 to the 3rd power. So I'm going to look over here. Again, I'm filling it in right here for number 7, because that's what I answered. X plus 2 to the 3rd power. This one right here. So in here, I put the answer E. And the last one that I did number 13. And if you see here, that's the box for 13. I got my answer as negative 29. So if I'm looking in here, I see negative 29 is W. So in my box here, I'm going to put a W. So the answer for this riddle is, I know a word of letters 3, so 3 letters. Add 2 and fewer there will be. So if I add 2 more letters, I actually spell the word fewer. Okay, so it's not talking about how many letters in there, but the answer for this one is few. Okay, and so this is the second one, and this is the one that you're going to be answering with the rest of the problems. What word will the following symbols trying to spell? So I have JKAQ10. So it's your job to find what letters these correspond to. So guys, I hope this makes this like just a little bit better than just solving the problems. Okay, so again, turn this in before you leave today, and I will see you all tomorrow.